I know I don't want to go to Jupiter. I want to stay on Earth because there's oxygen, there's flowers, and there's soil. You can reproduce and be human, not some extraterrestrial from Mars or Neptune, because the other one is okay. So 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 then, if God is everywhere, if you go to the most biggest sun on the earth, he's still there, but a human might burn a trillion miles away from it. If you go to Mars, he's still gonna be there. I know he's still gonna be there, but it's Mars, and there's not much vegetation. There's not much plant. There's no Okay, and then there's Jupiter. It's a beautiful planet. There's Saturn, Neptune, and the list goes on. And what God made humans right here on Earth. So, meaning, okay, meaning that if people like to constantly be on the phone and text their friends and text and laugh and have fun. So, okay, so sometimes you gotta do it seriously and do it right. So then, if people aren't constantly drinking and getting high and smoking all the time. I'm not gonna sound like the girl from England that said, "What is the difference between pounds and a dollar bill? I just don't understand. The American dollar is a dollar, and then you have the pounds from England, Britain. I mean, what's the difference? And what they call it over there? Currency. Is it because Britain thing's heavier?" Oh my god. Okay, no. If you don't constantly talk to God, we're not gonna go through another list of weird presidents. It's a dense situation. So I've currently I've been so intrigued by this one president, the third president of the United States of America. I haven't seen a female president. Not yet, though. May 17th, I did say something. Okay, so back to the point. I was talking about Thomas Jefferson. First one was George Washington, and there was the other one. I think it was John Adams, and I'm almost positive. The kid that knows all of them in order, he knows. Back to Thomas Jefferson. He was the third president of the United States of America. He has this humongous tower near the Potomac River. Okay, so, but aside from the statue, aside from the gorgeous white aesthetic, so ancient, my heart went. Okay, so, meaning that there's inscriptions of what he said in his little tower thingamajigger. Fantastic. You know why? Because when you give credit where credit is due, it's always going to get credit. Even if that person didn't do it, that person didn't adapt, and it's always going to get credit. Now, offense is taken where offense is due, because the person that is guilty as blah, 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 is obviously did it. If they did it, it's not Nike, just do it. It literally just, okay. So my thing is, if the world wants money, see, if I was president, back to Thomas Jefferson, he defended God a lot. Okay, so what do you want? It's my business, my personal privacy, so back to what I was saying, Thomas Jefferson was an amazing influence in the world. Why is that? Well, because he saw things for what they were. Now, a good person generally doesn't like to spread hate in the world, but sometimes You gotta just say things for what they are. And whoever survives in the world is obviously because they have the good side of God down. Well, the person was given an extension to the room. They have more time. They're fine. No. See, because when a person's naturally just not a person, it's just, it can't even audition in the voice because there's no voice. It's just not even functional. Okay, so what about the people in Hollywood? What about the people in the White House? What about the people in companies? Time will tell. I think I already voiced out the truth. Okay. So if I'm voicing out the truth, everyone has their own truth, their own beliefs, their own opinions.